Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm here with Andrew Bleckman, and we're pleased to welcome you to this Sunday matinee performance. We have 9 games for you beginning at noon. In addition to fast and fun highlight action, each of today's games offers win, place, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. And if these terms are new to you, we will explain as we go. We also have a pick 3 wager in Game 4, the high-paying High 5 Jackpot, which begins in Game 3 with its $2,000 guarantee, and the all-new Mighty Ocho Jackpot beginning in Game 1. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in Connecticut, mywinners.com. Betting is not necessary in order to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. We do not have any scratches in today's performance. Once again, there are no scratches in today's performance. If we did have a scratch, that's where a player who's scheduled to play in the performance is out for a medical reason or an injury and has been removed from the posted play. No such players are scratched today. And as always, we recognize that many of you are sheltering in place. Some of you are out and about. Some of you are actually here at Magic City. Not here, but they're here in the next building in the Players Club. Or at one of our Intertrack wagering simulcast facilities throughout the state. Wherever you may be, we hope that you are safe and healthy. And we're glad that we're able to bring you Jai-Alai as sports entertainment this afternoon. We now welcome you to sit back and relax because at 12 noon, it's time to play Jai-Alai. Andrew, good morning.
Morning, Stu.
How are you?
Doing well. It's a Sunday and pretty exciting because we got a lot of storylines always on those Sundays and new tops to the mics.
What's
I don't know what the proper name of these are, but thank you, George, and whoever else had a say in that. George, I got purple. Stu's got the blue. We switched it up last day of the week.
Scott sent a memo.
Yeah, we need the new
Scott
tops.
looked through the back wall on the camera.
It was too bright.
He saw the new colors and said, "Hi, just checking in. Who? Okay, yeah, that's good."
Yeah, but I think the people actually can't see well, they might be able to see it now, but they were a little lighter now, a little darker, but it's good. And you got the new tops on them, and we're excited to close it out for you this week. A lot of stuff, including that Golden Cesta Award and the Diamond Duo. Is
that official yet?
We don't know if it's official, but
the Committee of One hasn't.
Committee of One is yet to decide. We're going to go with it today, and we're going to see if it makes its way into the Robote recap. That'll be the real determination. But for the Golden Cesta Award, which is the weekly leader in singles wins, updating that for you for week number 5, leader in the clubhouse right now with 1 day to go. 1 performance to go, rather, is number 22, Bueno. An incredible week for him. He's picked up 4 victories to go along with 2 places and 3 shows in the money just under 50% of the time. Having a solid week in fantasy, too. Tied with Ikeda for most fantasy points on the roster. So, big week for Bueno. And a couple guys at 3, actually, looks like 4 guys tied with 3. You got Ikeda with 3 wins. Tennessee with 3. Cool Fitness 3 wins. Big week for Cool Fitness. Got 2 places and 3 shows to go along with that. 27 fantasy points for him at a cheap value. That's got to be the play of the week in fantasy, Cool Fitness. And then Douglas also, of course, always throws his hat in the ring for that Golden Cesta. And always going to pick up a couple of wins in singles play. He also has 3. So Tennessee's going to play a couple of games more than some of these other guys. Anderluck's going to play a couple more games, and Bueno. So all the guys that are going to be playing maybe 3-4 games today all have a chance to pick up the Golden Cesta. Would be the second one of the year for Bueno, and would be the first for Tennessee, Cool Fitness, and Anderluck as well. So could get a new guy, could have a repeat winner for the Golden Cesta. So that's going to be interesting to see throughout the duration of this performance. And that's just for singles. That's the Golden Cesta. Now is the Diamond Duo? What did we?
No, we got official word that Diamond Duo has not yet been approved.
Official. Okay, no. We are not with the Diamond Duo. The Sterling Pelota. The Diamond Duo,
I think
our doubles award for the doubles team of the week. For week number 4, we're 1 week behind in doubles. We started our first week was just singles play exclusively. We have 3 teams tied with 3 wins in doubles. Douglas and Lamonti came out of the gates hot, but have really cooled off. I don't think they picked up a win in the past 2 performances, Stu, if I'm not mistaken. And then Carballo and Juice with 3 wins, and Tennessee and Bueno have been playing really well. So those 3 teams leading the pack in doubles, all tied with 3 wins for that doubles team of the week. So interesting to see how that one closes out as well. And we'll keep you updated on all the standings and all that information, of course, as we do for you every day.
Folks sometimes like to hear about injuries and what's going on with some of the players that you're not seeing on the court, some that you're seeing on the court. First of all, let's talk about Douglas. So we saw Douglas hobbling around, and he did not scratch, and he has not scratched so far today. That is a hamstring pull, what seems to be a hamstring pull. He also was doing something fancy, those criticisms that I make when they do something fancy, from not when I'm announcing, but from when I'm training. So I'm training, and I encourage them not to do anything fancy, because people who are betting on you don't care if you can catch the ball between your legs. No. They prefer you catch every ball and throw every ball, especially if they're betting on you.
Sure.
So Matt, a.k.a. Douglas, was whacked on the inside of the knee trying to catch the ball between his legs, which taught him a lesson. Right, he'll be doing that again. Anyway, so the hamstring injury from yesterday was not scratch-worthy. He did practice before the performance with Ron, oddly enough. Ron, we know, has been dealing with a knee injury since he came back. Ron has not scratched either. Ron was looking better in today's practice before the performance. And they do that on their own. That's not something that's assigned. So 2 of them were actually playing pretty hard, and they both got loaded up with naproxen. We won't use the brand name because I know they're not covering it. Although if the makers of the well-known brand name of naproxen sodium would like to sponsor us, please call Lindsay.
Yes.
So I think that a few players have loaded up on that. They're doing well. As far as players who aren't here, Rock is out with a shoulder concern and a knee concern. We don't have an ETA back on him. We are, however, going to see Legend back after almost a year away.
Long time.
Yeah, it's been 11 months. It's been 11 months with that ACL. So that, and Bragley will be back the week after that.
And folks, we got a couple minutes now to game number 1. And we're going to have our first video of the day. This one is going to explain the scoring format for this morning performance, closing out the week. Spectacular 7 scoring will be explained here. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And that was an explanation on Spectacular 7 scoring, which will be the feature format for the first 8 games of this Sunday performance. And then the 9th game, as we do always for you here, we will switch it up and give you Spectacular 9.
And with 1 minute to go till post, so the second half of the first group of players for you on the court. We're going to begin the game in less than a minute. And away we go with our first game, a Spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points with all points doubling after the first round of play. Game 1 begins today's Mighty Ocho jackpot. Our first matchup of the day has Lamonte in the red shirt at post 1 serving to the blue shirt at post 2, CRB. Lamonte serves. We begin game 1. Robote forehand. We have a swing and a miss. Mid-court, point 2. CRB will now serve to the white shirt at post 3. Here's number 29, Vuelo. Robote, left side by CRB. Point 2. The green shirt at post 4 is up next. Receiving, number 31, Ossier. CRB makes the catch on the left side. Reverse 2-all. Caught by Ossier on the forehand. Strong backhand by Ossier, taken on the forehand of CRB. CRB scores to the inside from the right side, point 2. That'll bring to the court the black shirt at post 5. Here's number 24, Cool Fitness. Cool Fitness makes the catch in the air. Hard to the inside. CRB is there. Cool Fitness from the forehand. CRB passes on the scoop. Went for the rebote. Just out of position. Point 5. Our next matchup has Cool Fitness serving to the yellow shirt at post 6. Here's number 10, Juice. Cool Fitness for the rebote. Here's Juice from the 11 line. Karam does not cut out. It does score, though. Point 6. Post 7 receives. In the pink shirt, we have Tennessee. Tennessee moves up on the ball. Plays it hard from the forehand to pass. 2-all. Again, does not cut out, but Tennessee's there. Juice with another rebote. This one to the inside. Tennessee moving in to take it on the forehand. Soft touch by Juice makes it just above the pad. 2 score, point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8, number 30, Diaz. Diaz with a strong forehand played high to the front wall, in and out of Juice's cesta. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return, Lamonte. Powerful forehand by Lamonte. Rebote left side, play to the inside for a big bounce. Brought down by Lamonte. Backhand scooped up by Diaz. Scoop by Lamonte. Excellent catch, almost made by Diaz. Point 1. One is serving to the returning 3-post, and the white shirt is Vuelo. Scoop attempt missed to the inside. Point 3. Vuelo is serving to Assier in the green shirt at post 4. Ball gets by Vuelo on the forehand and scores point 4. Receiving, blue at post 2, CRB. CRB tipped the ball at the 9 line, point 4. 4 has 4 points. Our next matchup has Assier serving to Cool Fitness in the black at post 5. Assier makes the catch in the air. There's a strong backhand. Rebote forehand saved at the sidewall by Cool Fitness. Assier. Cool Fitness makes the save. Assier from the 6th line. Karam, sidearm Karam with his back on the wall. That's a tough shot. Point 4. Possible game point for Assier in the green shirt at post 4. Trying to stop him. Post 7, Tennessee. Strong backhand throw by Tennessee, caught by Assier. He goes deep. Rebote left side for the big bounce. Assier brings it in at the 9 line. Hard throw, taken in the air by Tennessee. Rebote left side. Assier now from the left side. Low and hard, caught by Tennessee. That got a piece of the sidewall and will score with a Magic City bounce. Point 7. Here's post 6, Juice. Long carom by Juice. Got him. Wow. Nice throw by Juice. Point 6. Juice has 4 points. Here's post 8, Diaz. Good catch by Diaz off a good serve by Juice. Juice takes it in the air. Hard throw. Taken in the air by Diaz. Good catch by Diaz. Backhand. Rebote for Juice. Juice makes the rebote. Diaz from the left side winds it up. Puts it back inside. Juice on the run. He got assessed on it, but the backhand went to the pad. That was great legs by Juice to get to that ball. Point 8. Diaz has 3 points. In this matchup, he serves to post 1, the red shirt, Lamonte. Big bounce for Bote. Lamonte got assessed on it, but could not bring it in. Point 8. Possible game point. Purple shirt at post 8, Diaz. Trying to stop him. Post 3, the white shirt, Vuelo. Excellent catch by Diaz. Well from the forehand. He goes deep. Taken by Diaz on the left side. Ball tipped. Point and game to the purple shirt of post 8, Diaz. No playoff in our first game. 4 places, 6 shows. Unofficial order of finish, 8, 4, 6. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results from Game 1 are official. Coming in first, post 8, Diaz. Taking second, post 4, Asier. Coming in third, post 6, Juice. There are your prices for the first game. The $2 Quinella, that's first and second finishing in any order. So that's 4-8 or 8-4, returning $90.60. That's a pretty high Quinella with the 8 post on top. Trifecta 8-4-6. First, second, and third place finishing $695.20. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 2, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for Game 2 is just 7 minutes away, and in that last game, we saw what we refer to here as a Magic City bounce. We should probably define that for you. It's not an exact term or terminology. The front wall and the back wall here, as you can see, are glass. Actually, just not any type of glass, but obviously shatter-resistant glass. Impact glass. Two panes of glass with membrane in between them. The sidewall is a composite material, and if you look carefully at it, you'll see the ridges that are in between each panel. It's a number of individual panels. Court was constructed in Spain, shipped here in a container, reassembled here, including the superstructure, which is metal on the outside. With the side wall, in traditional Jai-Alai, it's one solid pour of concrete, no seams. Here, each panel is individually affixed to the superstructure, and there are some ridges. As the players have gotten better at Magic City, when you throw the ball from the backhander on the left side, the goal is to keep it as close to the sidewall as possible. And so as they've gotten better, the ball is coming closer and closer to the side wall when they throw, and it occasionally travels right along the side wall and catches one of these ridges and shoots out. That's what you saw happen on Asier. Yeah. The ball was coming straight, and all of a sudden, if it looked like it moved, that wasn't an optical illusion. It did actually happen. And so the traditional rule in Jai-Alai, of all of Jai-Alai, is that, there are some courts that are very old. There's some courts that are over 100 years old, still standing, some that are older than that. And as concrete settles and you begin to get gaps, there's a court, there was a professional who talked about playing an amateur tournament in the early 70s, and it was either Paraguay or Uruguay, I forget where it was. And apparently the ball came off of the front wall and hit a crack in the floor, like in the middle of the floor. Yeah. And it created like a chula effect. So the ball came, landed where it would bounce, and just went straight. And the official rule on that is no, it's part of the court, it's part of play. That's always been the rule. That's what we've adopted here as well. But other than that, there was some, for a first game, often setting the tone for the rest of the day. That was some good play in the first game.
Much better first game than one of the better ones we've had this season. And length doesn't necessarily correlate to better quality game, but that time you saw a couple of guys with good opportunities. CRB looked a lot better, and then obviously Diaz was dealing with that injury. Always good to see him get back, and he's playing really well coming back from injury. I mean, we talk about it a decent amount, but last season, guys come back from injuries, and it might take a couple of games for them to get their feet back under them. And we talked about, yes, of course they're resting, and that helps a little bit. But when you're not catching and you're not out there, developing that rhythm and the timing and all that, it's hard to jump right back in there because it's such a fast game. But good to see Diaz. It's, I think, his second win already in 2 days, so he's certainly back and looks particularly healthy as well.
We have Game 2 up next, spectacular 7 singles match. A few different faces. And for those of you who may be new to Magic City Jai-Alai, first of all, welcome and thank you for joining us. Second of all, we have 22 players on the roster, not all of whom are playing right now. We have some injuries. but the players who are playing are listed in today's program. And if you're on Watching Wager, you can see it there. If not, you could get it at the Magic City Casino website, magiccitycasino.com. Go to the highlight link, go to the highlight tab, rather, and you see entries and results. The game pages are right there. So of the players who are listed, we have basically AA, AAA, and Major League. I guess
look at Stu. I mean,
one way of looking. Yeah. Well, I've been listening to. I pay attention.
Got it. Oh,
I really do.
Oh, yeah.
And so with the three different groups of players, we have some players that are weaker than others, some players who are particularly dominant. Dominant players play typically later in the performance.
Yeah. And those
less dominant players play earlier in the performance. That's a good way of saying it. Less dominant players.
Right, yeah. And the baseball analogy you're saying, the AA, it's obviously professional, but a little lower professional level. Think of those as our earlier games. The middle games are like AAA, a little higher than the AA level. And then the feature games 8 and 9, are like the major league level. So those are going to be the best guys, the top guys, most skills. So probably going to get the best play out of those, most action, a lot quicker pace as well. And those are typically fun to close it out, too. There's the last time of the week, and they don't see each other for a couple of days. So, you want to get a couple more wins under your belt and have some good momentum and maybe some pride as well going into the next week.
Game 2 is one of those mixed games.
Yes, yeah. You get
So we have new faces coming out, specifically Andrew Luck starting early. Barba's coming in. Barba getting a lot of press online.
Yes.
Getting
very
a lot
popular
of press
with,
online.
Yeah, popular with the
Always
fans.
has been since year one.
Yeah.
People are equally in favor of the beard and say they want him to shave. He's had the beard ever since I met him in January. I guess we met February or March of 2018 when he first picked up a highlight Sesto.
I was going to say, do you know how long it took to get to that level? Have we ever asked? We might not know.
I have asked, but I don't remember the answer.
Yeah, we don't even know. That was funny. I remember his nickname. I was like, what does El Barba mean? Oh, okay. the beard, right? The beard. I was like, what is El Barba? Why does he have that nickname? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes a little sense now. Right.
We're ready to begin Game 2, a spectacular 7 singles match. It's played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have number 29 of Vuelo. This first matchup has Vuelo serving to Cool Fitness in the blue of post 2. Vuelo serves. Game 2 has begun. Rebote left side by Vuelo. Played nicely to the inside. Cool Fitness got assessed on it with a hop. Point 1. Now receiving the white shirt of post 3. Vuelo. Vuelo moves to the right side to make the catch. Long carom. Ben read it, stopped it, returns it from the forehand. Good catch by Vuelo. Nice throw. Great catch by Ben with a hop, makes the catch. This one gets by Vuelo on the left side. Point 3. Green shirt to post 4. Jedden receives. Ball goes in and out of the cesta. Point 3. Our next matchup has Ben serving to the black shirt at post 5, Anderluck. Ben throws a hard backhand. Here's Anderluck. good scoop by Ben. Great scoop by Ben. Wow. And look, just misjudged the forehand rebote. Overran it slightly, 0.3. Ben is serving to the yellow shirt at post 6. Here's El Barba. Ben makes the catch. Proud for backhand. Rebote left side by Ben. El Barba's on it. El Barba going for a carom. Missed it. 0.3. Ben with 4 straight points. Post 7 receives. In the pink shirt, we have Tennessee. A strong backhand throw by Tennessee. Rebote comes to the 6th line. Ben hooked it over the top, 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, number 22, Bueno. Good catch by Tennessee at the side wall. Hard throw. Bueno sets for the rebote. Point 7. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, post 2. Cool Fitness. Powerful backhand by Tennessee. Nice touch by Cool Fitness. Tennessee was there, could not bring it in. 0.2. Little confusion back here with the seating arrangement. When you don't have a bench, they sometimes get mixed up in the seating. That's what happened. Catch by Cool Fitness. Ball missed. 0.2. Now's the green shirt at post 4. Low and hard backhand by Jedden. Picked up and a great catch by Cool Fitness. Rebote. Jedden's on it. Throw to the inside. It's going to score. Well played. 0.4. Now receiving the black shirt of post 5. We have Anderluck. Jedden on the catch. Hard backhand. Robote left side, thrown beautifully by Anderluck to the inside. What a throw. Anderluck from the left side again. Another hard throw. Jedden looks for the Robote. Missed it. 0.5. Post 6 receives the yellow shirt. Here's El Barba. Nice backhand throw by El Barba. Ball landed in and scored 0.5. If there's any doubt, you go for it. White shirt at post 3. Ben. Great catch by Ben. Hard backhand. Taken in the air by Anderluck. Carom by Anderluck. Ben stops it. What a catch by Anderluck. Hard and low to the inside. Ben was there. Could not bring it in. 0.5. Possible game point for the black shirt of post 5. Anderluck. Trying to stop him. Bueno. Catch by Bueno. Robote left side, high to the front wall. Bueno moves up on it. Could not make the catch. That is point and game 2. The black shirt of post 5. Anderluck. 5 wins it. 2 will serve to 3. This is a playoff for 2nd and 3rd place. Excellent catch by Ben. Hard throw. Ben makes the catch in the air. Robote's missed by Cool Fitness. Point and place to post 3. 2 shows unofficial order finish 5-3-2. Your prices will be up in a moment. So the things that stood out to me before we get these prices up from that game was Ben's catching and concentration. He was extremely well focused, but he was extremely well focused in that game. Yeah. Second thing that came out was obviously the screw up in the rotation. So traditionally in Jai-Alai you have a bench that you sit on. Because of the social distancing measures we've been employing here without having any fans inside, the players are sitting out in the auditorium. Back here in the cage we have individual stools.
Right.
And it's not as an exact science.
Yeah, we got the colors and
yeah, it's not as exact science. So, right. So the scoreboard was right and the players were off on that one. And I forgot what the third thing was, but here are the prices. $2 quinella 3.5. That's 3.5 or 5.3. $14.20. The trifecta 5.32. $104.80. The trifecta is first, second, and third place finishing. And I do remember the third thing. Third thing that stuck out was El Barba and the ball that he thought was going out. Occasionally when you think the ball is going out, what we instruct is that if there's any doubt, you make the catch because you want to avoid what happened there.
Right.
That's exactly right. It's better to catch a ball that would land out and play it than it would be to miss that.
Right.
So
and that's all about court awareness.
That's a judgment. That's exactly. That's just a judgment call you got to make. And yeah, from the cameras, it looks like he's literally like right on top of it and with laser-like focus. But keeping your eye on both the ball and the line, they're in opposite directions. Right. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 3, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 3 begins the High 5 Jackpot. High 5 Jackpot is a pick 5 wager. And to play the High 5, you correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you do that correctly and you're the only one to do it, there's $2,000 in it for you. It's a $2,000 guaranteed jackpot wager. First of 3 doubles games up next. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in Game 3, and post time is just about 7 minutes away.
And Stu, before we get into this doubles game, be a good time if fans are still confused about the rules or you're new to the game, you're wondering what is going on. Well, this video will explain the sport of Jai-Alai, how to win and how to lose. Take a look.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And that was winning and losing, in particular. How to get back to the bench or how to stay on the court and serve, always the goal. After every point you win, you always get the serve, and we'll be playing these games up to 7. If you missed the first video of the day, spectacular 7 scoring for the first 8 games of this performance, and then game number 9, we will switch it up and give you a spectacular 9 scoring, but we'll explain it when we get there. And Stu, speaking of winning and losing, a couple guys doing a lot of winning in particular this week, updating on the Golden Cesta, the winner, the weekly leader in singles wins. Bueno came in to the day, leader in the clubhouse with 4. A couple guys right under him with 3. One of those guys, Andrew Luck, happened to pick up a win already. Just won our previous game, so now a 2-way tie atop the standings for the Golden Cesta. Bueno with 4, Andrew Luck with 4, and a whole bunch of guys still at 3. Ikeda, Tennessee, Cool Fitness, and Douglas. Douglas will be out in games 8 and 9. Looks like he's going to need to win both if he's going to want to win it outright. Could be a tie scenario. May have to go to place if we have multiple people with the same amount of wins on the week, but that is certainly heating up, and we will continue to update you on those standings as the singles games continue throughout this performance.
So more about this Golden Cesta. If I'm not mistaken, this is a biblical reference, is it not? Moses came down, saw the Golden Cesta, got pissed. Is that where you got it from?
I got it from Paulie. It's like I get all of our things.
I think Paulie got it from the Bible.
Paulie may have.
Yes,
and
I don't know what chapter to quote it is Sunday, but I do not know what chapter to quote.
It's one of them,
but
sure.
I think that's it. I think Moses came down, saw the Golden Cesta, and was really upset with the Israelites. I think that's how it goes, something like that.
That's the story.
Waiting for Game 3. Once again, that's the first of our 3 doubles games in this afternoon's performance. Don't forget, if you're looking to bet on that high 5, now's the time to do it.
And another game we've got going on, that Fantasy Jai-Alai game. I know a lot of the fans that are enjoying it on the Jai-Alai channel and elsewhere have been participating in that fantasy game. For those that are new or just joining us, it is a daily fantasy format pretty much. So you have a $21 budget. You draft a new team every single week. Players have certain prices based on their averages, statistical averages, about points per week. Also, games played is taken into consideration. And how the scoring works, you get 5 points for every win, 3 points for every place, 2 points per show, and 1 point per quad that your player earns during the playing week. And you see the graphic there for Fantasy Jai-Alai right there, and then the person with the most total points at the end of the week will win a prize courtesy of Magic City. Last week's winner, Get My Cesta, will be getting his, believe he chose a black Magic City Jai-Alai hat, so that was the first prize given out. Congratulations to him, was our winner in the trial week last week. And if you'd like to play, make sure to sign up, fantasyjaialai.com. That graphic just flashed across the screen. Player prices will be updated by Monday morning every week. So wait till Monday morning to get your picks in for next week's action, and entries will close just before the start of our first performance every week, which is Thursday at 11:59 a.m. Eastern Time. You want to clarify the Eastern Time? Some
You're working on Monday?
Well, I do the prices when I get back. We got all the stats for this week.
You work from home?
Work from home.
On Monday?
We go Monday, yeah. Right.
Wow.
We got the Robote recap we got to work on. We got the fantasy high. We got to keep we got a lot of stuff for the
this
fans out
executive
there.
position I have is nice. I don't have to do anything on Monday unless I screwed something up on Sunday.
Yeah, that's usually not a good sign. If you have to work on Monday, that's
yes.
We got practice.
And I made a mistake.
No,
you have to figure out what the mistake.
They thought you made a mistake.
No, I did make a mistake.
I got to figure it out.
I absolutely made a mistake. And when I came in yesterday and I looked at the computer, it was like, yep, that had to be what happened. I had to have made that mistake. Yes. I pride myself on not making those mistakes. Yep. But the important thing is to acknowledge it and move on.
Yes.
Try to make sure it doesn't happen again.
All about not making the same mistake twice. Learn from your mistakes.
And that's the first thing you do when you announce Highline, you keep score. When you look on the court and you see two players that don't match the score, you immediately go, stop everything.
Stop the game.
Stop everything.
Panic
is it me?
Sets in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is it me or is it them?
Yeah.
So fortunately, we have the player manager sitting right here, and it's like, let's go through this. 0 minutes to post, ready to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, this serve begins game number 3, a spectacular 7. Doubles match, play to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Our first matchup of the third game has Juice and Carballo serving to the blue of post 2, Bueno and Tennessee. Excellent serve, scores to start our third game for Juice. Point 1. One serves the white shirts of post 3. Here's Asier and Kubala. Robote for Asier. He looks to split the players. Point 1. Now taking to the court the green shirts of post 4, El Barba and Ben. Powerful backhand by Ben. Robote comes low and scores for Carballo. Point 4. Black shirts of post 5, Cool Fitness and Jedden receive. Cool Fitness opens up from the forehand. To the outside he goes. That's in and out of El Barba's cesta. Point 5. In our next matchup, Jedden serves to the yellow shirts of post 6, Diaz and Anderluck. Powerful throw by Anderluck's going to score. Point 6. On the court, ready to receive, the pink shirts of post 7, CRB and Vuelo. CRB picks the serve. Here's Anderluck from the 11 line. Nice backhand. Taken in the air by Vuelo. Diaz up front makes the catch. What a 2-wall that was. Wow. Textbook. Point 6.
Yeah, that's that vaunted Diaz 2-wall we talk about all the time. Perfect example right there.
Here now to complete the first round and receive, purple shirts of post 8, Lamonte and Douglas. Low runner to the inside. Anderluck's got it. Douglas on the backhand. Anderluck with a good catch. Douglas with a hop, makes the catch. Anderluck from deep in the backcourt. Keeps the reverse low and inside. Douglas is there. Anderluck from the forehand. Back to the inside. Great catch by Douglas. Good catch by Anderluck. Scoop by Douglas. Ball tipped, point 8. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round, Bueno and Tennessee. Underserve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That fell short. Point goes to the 2. Bueno and Tennessee on the board with 2 points. White shirts opposed 3 receive. Asier Kubala. Point 2. Bueno serving with 4 points in this next matchup to the red shirts opposed 1. They return. Here's Juice and Carballo. Carballo goes deep. Tennessee takes it on the forehand. Scoop attempt missed. Point 2. Straight points in the second round to a possible game point here for the blue shirts opposed to Bueno and Tennessee. Trying to stop them, post 4, the green shirts, El Barba and Ben. Powerful backhand by Ben. Rebote for Bueno. Low and inside, and tipped by El Barba. Point and game to the blue shirts opposed to Bueno and Tennessee. This is a playoff for second and third place. 6 serves to 1. Another good serve by Diaz. Here's Carballo. Great catch by Anderluck overhead. Carballo switching from one side to the other, then choosing the rebote. Ball tipped. Point and place to post 6. 1 comes in third. Unofficial order finish for Game 3 is 2-6-1. Your prices will be up in a moment. Say, hark, is that a helmet I hear? Helmets don't usually make noises.
Yeah, that's not the noise it's
until they come in contact with something else. Results from Game 3 are official. Coming in first, post 2, Bueno and Tennessee. Taking second, post 6, Diaz and Anderluck. Coming in third, post 1, Juice and Carballo. The $2 Quinella, 2-6. That's first and second in any order, 2-6 or 6-2. $46 even. Trifecta, that's a first, second, and third place finish. 2-6-1, $219.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 4, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for game 4, just 7 minutes away. And we kind of have a moratorium on fines at the moment. We've increased the threshold significantly in light of all that's going on in the world, and hey, I didn't see it.
Yes, no,
I can't assign a fine to something I don't see.
Right, exactly.
I got to see it. I can't just hear it.
The old adage: an object at rest will stay at rest unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. There was a little bit of an unbalanced force there, but
until a highlight player gets pissed off and throws it. Yeah.
And going into Game 4, we'll update you about those fantasy stats. So Sunday, last week for you, we updated mid-performance, and we will do the same for you again this week so you can have those updated scores going into the last doubles game and those final 2 singles games of the week. So look out for an update between Game 6. Well, right at the start of Game 7, actually. Those scores will be updated. FantasyHighlight.com graphic up there right now. And again, if you want to play, there's new contests every week, so you didn't have to play last week to join this week. And the overall winner, there's a prize every week. It's going to be some Magic City themed gear. Last week's winner got that Magic City Jai-Alai hat, which is a pretty good hat, I'll tell you what. I need one of my own. And will be an overall prize for the person that has the most weekly wins. It's now weekly wins to give everyone if they a little late to the party. It's weekly wins, so all those, really important to get on top and win a week to be in the running for that overall prize. And then if it goes to a tie there, meaning person that has the most weekly wins in fantasy, there's 2 guys that might have 2 wins, or if there's a bunch of people that have 1 win, we'll just go to total points to break the tie there to give the overall award. And those prices will be updated. Player prices will be updated by Monday morning, so make sure to get your next week's picks in. You don't want to do them tonight because those stats, all the numbers will not be up to date. They got to be done by hand, so give me a minute to get back home, drive back, and we'll get those up there as soon as I can.
You have as much time as you need, as long as it's done by. I love.
We'll get it. We'll get it done by.
Take as much time as you need, as long as it's done by tomorrow at noon.
I'll say they should be up by Sunday night, but just to make sure, in case there's an issue with uploading, we say Monday morning just to be safe. But it's interesting. You got all the player stats in there, and by week you can see lineup stats, and I have all that stuff here. So any information you want, lineup stats, more stuff about fantasy. We have the analytical data, so please, if you're interested in it, you've been playing along with us, let us know your thoughts and any more information and data you may data. There's a couple ways to say it, but
both ways. I've heard
both
it both
ways.
ways.
Yes, I heard it both. The weird thing is I switch. Most people stick with one, data or data, whichever one I hear last.
What do you use?
I don't know. That's what people ask me, and I legitimately do not know.
Because you switch.
Sometimes I hear people say it, and then my mind goes that way. But yeah, we have all the analytical stuff. It's really interesting if you're into daily fantasy, so please let us know, and we'll get you all that for you. And again, a good time to remind you, follow us on Instagram as well, at the Jai-Alai Channel.
I saw something about that. I was flipping through Instagram, which I do occasionally, and saw the Jai-Alai Channel, and then I saw, topics, not just pictures.
There was, they put up that pop culture video on the Jai-Alai Channel, which everyone really likes, the pop culture in Jai-Alai. My favorite, they explained Pad is bad. That was the best coin. We have coined phrases here at Magic City, a couple like Machu Picchu, the overhead screen due to its relative height.
How about this?
Yes.
Listen what comes to me. This stuff comes to me, and sometimes it's good.
Hit me with it.
Okay. Well, you haven't seen Willy Wonka yet, and as people know, there's this bizarre theme of Willy Wonka underlying what we do.
Well, I've seen I'll clarify. I've seen Willy Wonka, not the original.
Okay,
not the original.
So you haven't seen Willy Wonka.
Okay, I haven't
seen
Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So, are you familiar though through watching TV or anything with the Oompa Loompas, little red-faced guys?
Yeah, of course. Everyone knows
so,
Oompa Loompas.
I think since we have a graphics department, I'm going to push for an Oompa Loompa song when the players do something they're not supposed to do.
Wow.
That's what I'm pushing for.
And we'd roll it. Yeah,
I even wrote the lyrics down here on my pad right here.
It's a modern day meme. Yeah, we could do that. We could superimpose a guy's face on it and have him throw him in the river, right? I've seen it. I know
but
that
these
part
are cultural
of it.
references. You need to see it and put it in context.
That's it. Fair.
Sorry, I sounded really serious about that.
No, I mean it's true.
I was like,
it's
getting
movie.
angry with you because you haven't seen it. It's obviously not your fault. 2 minutes. 2 minutes remain for placing all wagers in Game 4. Game 4 is now just 2 minutes away. Don't forget, Game 4 does begin the Pick 3 Played at pick 3. You correctly picked the winners of games 4, 5, and 6.
In the doubles, Stu, big win for that team of Tennessee and Bueno. Gives them 4 wins on the week, 1 ahead of Douglas and Lamonti and Carballo and Juice for lead in the doubles weekly wins. So, I mean, that team of Tennessee and Bueno, I said it last, a joy to watch them play Jai-Alai.
Absolutely.
I mean, really a joy the
when
way
they're
they
in sync.
When they're in sync.
When they're in sync, it's excellent. With what Tennessee's been doing the last 2 days, which is not dropping a ball in the back.
Yeah, no, he's been a brick wall back there.
And when
absolutely.
he does let them go, Bueno's there for the rebote. Bueno's there with some well thought out shots. Bueno's played exceptional this week, absolutely.
And when they get on the court together, in singles, the communication may not be as good as the doubles, but
different type of communication.
Yeah, different. Right.
Usually occurs after the point and said distinctly so that management cannot hear what's being said.
Yes. Good to see over 1,000 in the pick 3 as well.
That's terrific.
Big for the Sunday.
Yes.
Might be one of the higher pick 3s we've had on the season.
We're ready to begin game number 4, Spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Wello. Our first matchup has Wello serving against the blue of post 2, El Barba. There's the serve. We begin game 4. Point 2. White shirt of post 3 receives. Here's Cool Fitness. Powerful backhand by Cool Fitness. Point 3. Green shirt of post 4 receives. Here's Lamonte. Ball missed off the serve, point 3. And our next matchup, Cool Fitness serves to the black shirt of post 5. Wearing it is Asier. A hard throw by Asier to pass. That ball ruled to have touched the overhead screen. Out of play, point 3. Cool Fitness serves again, this time to the yellow shirt of post 6. Here's Diaz. Diaz from the left side. There's another 2-all. That scores. Well thrown by Diaz. Again, point 6. Pink shirt of post 7. CRB receives. Diaz makes the catch. Outside placement this time from Diaz. Scores. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirt of post 8. Juice. Powerful backhand. Juice steps back to the 11 line to make the catch. Rebote. Diaz puts it with a big bounce inside. Here's Juice. Back to the inside he goes. Scoop. Missed. 0.6. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, the one shirt, Wello. Powerful backhand throw by Vuelo. 0.6. Straight point, straight possible game point here for post 6, the yellow shirt, Diaz. Trying to stop him, El Barba. Scoop attempt missed on the forehand. 0.2. Play continues. El Barba has 3 points. He serves to post 4 in the green shirt. We have Lamonte. Point 2. Possible game point for the blue of post 2, El Barba. Trying to stop him, Assier in the black of post 5. Good catch by El Barba. Powerful backhand, caught by Assier. El Barba from the left side winds up, puts it back inside where it scores. That is point end game to the blue shirt of post 2, El Barba. No playoff here. 6 places, 3 shows. Unofficial order finish for game 4, 2-6-3. Coming in first, post 2, El Barba. Taking second, post 6, Diaz. Coming in third, post 3, Cool Fitness. The Quinella, 2-6. That's first and second in any order, so it's 2-6 or 6-2, returning $55. The trifecta, 2-6-3, 164.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 5, a spectacular 7 doubles match. The second of our 3 doubles games in this afternoon's performance. Game 5, play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Post time for game number 5 is just 8 minutes away.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. One stop, boy, $20.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlight.
I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
I need some clarity on this.
I went on YouTube and I Googled highlight.
I was like, Jai-Alai.
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
Having the work, play Division I sport, and then I had a child on the way, so I dropped out.
The crack era was tough. Sports in general was a way out of our environment.
It's really game time now, man.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
We got the streets on fire.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And that was a preview to the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle, which is about the whole idea we had here a couple of years ago to hire and train former athletes, transition them into highlight players, and a really extraordinary documentary. A lot of different feelings, emotions in that film, for sure. And if you like to rent it or buy it, actually, there's a tab, MagicCityCasino.com. It's under the highlight tab. It'll take you directly there, or just MagicCityHustle.com. It's a $5 rental, one-time purchase fee of $5. You can enjoy it as many times as you like.
Speaking about movies, there was a very funny comment, if I'm not mistaken, in the live chat on YouTube.
Lovely Lindsay forwarded us. Brian D said, "Are you waiting for Blockbuster to open again to get the original Willy Wonka?"
That's funny.
That is
funny.
That is hilarious.
That is
first
funny.
of all, and Lindsay said, "Have you actually ever been to a Blockbuster before?" I did.
That's a typical question amongst millennials.
People say, like, "Do you know what Blockbuster is?" I do, and I remember my aunt. And I would go to her house all the time. I love popcorn. A huge fan of popcorn. So they had those bins where the kernels were on the bottom and it would pop up. It would fill up to the top. And I love the amount of butter, salt, just probably disgusting for you health-wise. And it was just my favorite popcorn ever. So it was a treat. Whenever we would go to Blockbuster and I would go to my aunt's house, we got to get like 2 or 3 boxes or barrels of these popcorn so we can just take them home. So, yes, even millennials have their own
if I'm not
Blockbuster
mistaken,
story.
I think that I either think that I did or I actually did. I'm getting to that age where we have the whole millennial versus Gen X thing going on here.
Yeah.
So I believe that I worked at a Blockbuster my first summer after my freshman year in college.
Really?
Yes, in Miami.
How was
on
that?
Kendall Drive. Yes, I did. I did do that. Yes, I did. How was it? I'm not a big one for customer service. I don't have patience for it. I really don't.
Yeah.
I know it's probably shocking to some people.
I worked in customer service, and I would definitely say I'm as patient as it gets as a person. And
that was one of the reasons why they hired you. It was 2 things. One, you had to be competent, friendly, with a decent voice. And the other thing was you had to be able to tolerate me.
That's been
the most difficult part, right?
Oh, it's been the smoothest transition.
Right. Very nice. Yeah, no, you're learning. You're learning that my last name's not Savin. You don't have to do that. No, you can be honest with me. It's okay.
No. And he's actually, that's funny. He said, "Did you know that Blockbuster had a chance to buy Netflix and passed?"
Yes.
That's a tough one. That's a tough loss. I know. Along with the guy who had an opportunity to invest in Uber, I heard that story a while back.
There's always those stories out there.
But I heard that the original Willy Wonka, we have Anthony, that's AV, and first of all, the AV guys that do all the work that make this live stream possible with the audio, the stuff that you don't even think about.
All I do is just push the button and talk. And
I was going to say, we just talk. We're not we're not doing rocket science here, and these guys are, they got to do the volume, make sure everything's working, everything looks good. So
lots of buttons.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, very confusing. So we're not the real talent here, those guys. So thank you to them. But Anthony did tell us,
and George, don't forget George.
George and Diane. Diane's not here today, but always very helpful. All of those guys. But it is on Netflix, the original Willy Wonka. So I heard that it's on Netflix. I have a Netflix account. I will.
And you have 3 days off.
And I will check it out. I got 3 days off, and I will have a full movie report, and we'll have a good exchange on it.
You're
going to
do what a lot of people do, which is like the singing for the first half. Not such a fan, but once Gene Wilder came out, now that was interesting.
That's good. So we'll do it, and we'll let you guys know. That'll be fun. We'll update you, and these guys.
And then we'll see if my Oompa Loompa graphics, because if they do one, I got a couple. For instance, you want to hear the lyrics?
Please.
Ready?
Oh my God,
I'm not singing. Not a chance. No.
He had it written down though, so that's.
But if you think about the Oompa Loompa song in your head, and sorry folks for those of you who will not be able to get that out of your head, what do you get when you hit the pad? Stu gets pissed, and the bettors get mad.
That is.
Is that not good?
That's really.
I'm not going to tell you how much time I spent thinking about that. It's embarrassing.
But it was written down, and that's perfect. That's great. And if we get that meme up, it's kind of like the modern day the coffin meme. I don't know if you're familiar with that one, but
yes, I have seen,
yeah, where
I didn't get it when I first saw it.
It's like the Oompa Loompas, they like throw the kids. It's kind of like that. So we could modernize it, superimpose the guys' faces over it, and sing that little song.
Can you believe there's 124 people on YouTube listening to this, and then God forbid they have the sound turned on in any one of the simulcast facilities? Just people looking angrily up at the screen.
They're going to the tellers and saying, "Get this off."
I want to see the manager. Where's the manager? Who wants to listen to this? Where are the dogs? Where are the horses? Less than a minute to go till we begin Game 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin game number 5. This is a spectacular 7 doubles match, the second of our 3 doubles games in this afternoon's performance. Serving in the red shirts of Post 1, we have Cool Fitness and Jedden. In this first matchup of the 5th game, Cool Fitness serves to the blue of Post 2, CRB and Vuelo. There's a serve. Robote left side by Jedden. Vuelo went down low to try to get it. Came out on him. Point 1. Now receiving the white shirts of Post 3, El Barba and Ben. Excellent catch by Ben. Jedden jumped, but tipped it. Point 3. Green shirts of Post 4 receive. Here's Asier and Kubala. Backhand by Kubala. Scoop by Ben. Robote for Asier. It's a 2-all. Stopped by El Barba. Asier got out of the way nicely. Picada, the big bounce. Stopped midair by El Barba. Robote left side. Another 2-all. Scooped up, but not held on to by El Barba. Point 4. Black shirts of Post 5 receive. Here's Bueno and Tennessee. Robote left side. Caught by Tennessee. Robote by Bueno. High to the front wall. Clipped the side wall. Point 5. Our next matchup has Bueno serving to the yellow shirts of Post 6, Juice and Carballo. Powerful backhand throw by Carballo. Bueno on the Robote, right up the middle. Carballo's there. Tennessee from the 12 line. Juice makes a good catch on the backhand. Hard throw taken in the air on the forehand of Tennessee. Another hard throw. Carballo's on it. Back to the inside he goes. Tennessee with a hop makes the catch. Hard throw by Tennessee. Karam stopped on the forehand of Bueno. Bueno for the 3-wall play. Going to the outside on the Robote. It's made. Stays in. Carballo spending way too much time on the ground, but he got up. Here's Juice.
Wow.
Yes, the point was still going on. Wow, point 6. Here's post 7, the pink shirts, Diaz and Anderluck. Diaz with a Dejada. I mean, that is perfect placement to bounce twice. Second bounce by the 4.5 line. 0.7. Here's post 8, the purple shirts, Lamonte and Douglas. Rebote left side. It's a 2-all by Diaz. Lamonte stops it. Lamonte with the carambola. Got enough of the sidewall to score 0.8. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, post 2, CRB and Vuelo. Good catch by Douglas. Strong backhand follows. Tipped by Vuelo. 0.8. Here's post 1, Cool Fitness and Jedden. Jedden picks the serve. Forehand Rebote, kept in play. Jedden goes to the back wall again. Rebote, 2-all. Tipped up front, 0.8. Possible game point for the purple shirts at post 8, Lamonte and Douglas. Trying to stop them, we have El Barba and Ben. Douglas with the catch. Powerful backhand. Rebote for El Barba. What a perfectly placed rebote by El Barba to the outside. 0.3. Play continues. Here's post 4, the green shirts, Asier and Kubala. Overserve. Ball's got to land between the 4 and 7 line. That was an overserve. 0.4. Four has 3 points, serving to post 5. Bueno in Tennessee. Tennessee from the forehand. Catch by Bueno. Winds up. Split placement stopped by Kubala. Catch by Bueno. Hard to the back wall. Bueno goes. Here's Kubala at the 5 line. Should probably hurry to the back court. Oh, maybe not. There's the Dejada. Here's Kubala. Kubala goes deep. Gets it over Tennessee's head. There's the carom. Please tell me that Robin is okay. Robin, you all right? Possible game point for the green shirts at post 4. Robin says he's okay. We'll continue. Juice and Carballo receive. Great catch by Kubala deep in the backcourt. That's a nice backhand. Gets Kubala moving on the rebote. Carballo, rather. Asier steps in. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming out to Juice. Juice makes the rebote to the inside. Kubala was expecting him to clip. He didn't. He put it inside. Kyle got there, just didn't make the rebote. Point 6, play continues again. 6 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 7. Diaz and Anderluck return. Ball missed off the serve, point 6. Possible game point for the yellow shirts of post 6. Juice and Carballo trying to stop them, post 2, CRB and Vuelo. Strong backhand, caught by Carballo. Good catch by Vuelo. Vuelo goes deep. Rebote. Caught in the air by Vuelo. Harden inside. Carballo for another rebote. Swing and a miss by Carballo. Point 2. Play continues again. 2 on the board with 2 points. Here's post 1. Cool Fitness and Jedden. Cool Fitness from the forehand. CRB knocked it down on the front court. Point 1. 1 with 3 points, but returning with possible game point, post 8, the purple shirts. Lamonte and Douglas. Over serve. Point and game to the purple shirts of post 8. Lamonte and Douglas. 8 wins it, 4 serves 6. This is a playoff for second and third place. Carballo from the left side. Powerful backhand. Taken in the air by Kubala. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Point and place to post 6. 4 shows. Unofficial order finish 8-6-4. Results are official from game number 5. Coming in first, post 8, Lamonte and Douglas taking second, post 6, Juice and Carballo. Coming in third, post 4, Asier Kubala. 8-6-4, the official order of finish. There are your prices. The $2 Quinella. So that's 6-8 or 8-6, first and second in any order, $39. Trifecta, 8-6-4, $199.20. And there was a question earlier about interference in the judge. The judge is officially considered part of the court. The judge cannot be involved in interference. The judge could stand in the middle of the court, block your way to a ball, and he's still not part of interference.
Yeah.
Wherever the judge is, he's officially part of the court. He can't be involved in interference. So, there's a pretty solid answer on that.
No,
that's the way it is, and we're sticking to it. Up next, game number 6, a spectacular 7 singles match. This game is played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 6 closes out today's Pick 3. Post time for Game 6, 6 minutes away.
And actually, AV George over here, a really good analogy here. And just like all
AV George, did you ask him if he wanted to be called AV George?
Well, I'm saying George in AV.
No, you said A.B. George, like that's all he does with his life.
Why? George knows he's much more than that to me. But for the fans at home, I just wanted to find...
Do you know that?
Do you know that
George has worked with presidents?
I didn't know that.
He's a personal friend of Ronald Reagan.
It's pretty big. I mean, personal friends with the president?
I don't know if they were personal friends.
Worked for him? He knows him?
I believe he set some stuff up for him.
Yeah. No, but... Well, that's how the people at home understand. George, he said it's like in all other sports, in football, if a running back's going up the middle and a ref gets in the way, you just got to run him over, and if he stops your momentum and you get tackled, you don't get a penalty. You can't call a penalty on the ref. They're part of the field, just like in any other sport, soccer, basketball. I mean, every team sport you can think of, referee is part of the game, and unfortunate that doesn't really happen a lot of times where they get involved in the play, but when they do, it's one of those situations where you can't call a penalty on an official. They're part of the game in all sports.
That makes sense. Pick 3 will pays looking decent, especially that 5. 5 is the last number, $1,800. That was impressive.
Yeah, we saw a lot of action in the pick 3, one of the higher days today, so it makes sense with some of those higher payouts.
See, we can't always accommodate customer requests, but in that case,
and
early on, one of our early supporters said, what about a pick 3? There's the pick 3.
Here we are.
Here we are, second year with the pick 3.
And it's funny with all the chatter in the chat, the highest price is 5, El Barba. So see the fans maybe not too keen on his play this week, but will come back. I mean, a guy that goes through some ups and downs during the season last year, gone through a stretch where he just played really well. And, it was just 2 weeks ago when everyone was talking about he was just seeding Douglas consistently. And, the rhetoric changes very quickly, especially when there's, gambling involved in all that, and we understand. But El Barba, certainly one of the better players. He's been part of this program for 3 years now. He's got a ton of skills. Will be back, and would make someone very, very happy with the pick 3 if they were to get it. Nice payout there, $1,800. I think that might be the highest one.
I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, I think that would definitely be higher.
Pick 3 could be wrong.
So very impressive.
No, and highlight fans for the most part, there are always players on the roster that and it's usually for wagering purposes. It's very rare that someone who just watches highlight for highlight's sake will pick someone and just not like them for some reason. I mean, if they do, they usually do it quietly because what can you bitch about if someone who isn't doing anything other than trying to play.
Right.
But specifically when where a player will screw up someone's wager, or that guy didn't do anything last game, and look at him now, he can't drop a ball.
Yeah,
it's like, well, yeah, I guess he felt the same way too.
Anyone in any sporting gambling, it's like you can't get on the right side of a bet. You're like, I can't. Tom Brady's not going to lose this game. Peyton Manning's not going to lose this game, and then that's the one game that they end up losing. That they do lose. So it's all part of the excitement of that as well. And we'll update you Golden Cesta standings going into these final 3, Game 6, Games 8, and Games 9. We'll close out the singles action this week and updating you on those standings. Still 2-way tie, Anderluck and Bueno for the lead with the Golden Cesta. 4 wins on the week. It's just a good week, and you love to see all the wins spread out amongst the board. Ikeda had 10 wins that first week, he was playing in a lot of games, subbed a couple of games. It might have been playing, a couple of games where he was maybe a little more talented than some of the other guys there. Picked up a lot of wins, which credit to him. That's what you got to do. And this week, much more spread out. And then four guys, I believe, with 3 wins. You got Cool Fitness, you got Tennessee, and you got Ikeda, and then always Douglas always throws his hat in the ring for that Golden Cesta. Is going to get a couple of singles wins there. So I think looks like Cool Fitness will be done. Can't get the Golden Cesta, but a solid week for him. We've talked about it a lot. Really good comeback. 3 wins, 2 places, and 5 shows. 31 fantasy points if you had him. And also he was in the money 10 of his 18 games. Cool Fitness. Really impressive.
That's definitely impressive.
Really good week.
Cool Fitness we always want to be careful about saying that someone seems like they've turned a corner because remember, this is a developing program.
Yeah.
So if most people don't come to professional highlight ranks with less than 3 to 5 years of amateur experience and some tournament play, then these guys are just in their 3rd year of contact with highlights. Some are only in their 2nd year.
Yeah.
In the case of Lamonte was in the Coast Guard.
Right. Unbelievable.
He had a full career in the Coast Guard, retired out of the Coast Guard, had an opportunity, tried out with us, and sure enough, he's our only retired Coast Guard guy who's playing highlight.
Right. That's very unique.
And also a number of left-handed players. Specifically, we're looking at Ben and 2 of the 4, so half of the guys on the court right now are left-handed. Anderluck and Ben, both left-handed.
And again, for the Fantasy Jai-Alai, after game number 6, we will update all the standings. FantasyJai-Alai.com to check it out. We know that some of you are watching along with that, and you want to update the points. This is the last day of the week, so we'll get you as up-to-date as possible. We got to do it all manually, so we will get it in there for you. So check it out right at the start of game number 7, and we will talk about those updated standings when they are loaded. And again, FantasyJai-Alai.com, and if you want to play next week, you can create your entry at any time. Just remember we'll send a reminder email out for you, but those picks must be made anytime from Monday to Thursday before our first performance, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, noon, so get those in just before that. Game 6, Stu.
Ready to begin our 6th game, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of Post 1 is number 37, Tennessee. Receiving in the blue of Post 2 is number 29, Vuelo. And while we're waiting for our judges to come out, a little light entertainment by Tennessee and Vuelo, passing the ball back and forth. There's the serve. We begin game 6. Low and hard to the inside. Gonna score for Vuelo, point 2. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of Post 3. Here's number 8, Jedin. Vuelo missed it on the forehand. Point 3. Green shirt of Post 4 receives. Here's number 22, Bueno. Rebote left side by Jedin. Played nicely. Here's Bueno. It's a hard throw by Bueno. Rebote coming out. Rebote to the 5 line. Turn from the left side of Jedin. Bueno turns that Rebote on the left side as well. Here's Jedin. He goes deep. Good catch by Bueno. Back at the 11 line. Scoop attempt missed. Point 4. Well played point there by Jedin and Bueno. Our next matchup has Bueno serving to El Barba. Powerful backhand by Bueno. Forehand Rebote. Karam missed. Point 4. Yellow shirt at Post 6 receives. Here's Ikeda. Point 4. Bueno has 3 points. He serves to Post 7 in the pink shirt. Here's Anderluck. Rebote forehand fired by Anderluck. Placement to the outside. Out. Point 7. On the court, ready to receive in the purple shirt of Post 8, we have number 7, Ben. Great catch by Anderluck. Ben from the left side. Hard to the inside. Anderluck on the forehand. Rebote left side by Anderluck. Ben back at the 12 line. Dropped. Ball dropped. 0.7. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. Here's Tennessee. .7. Anderluck with 4 points. Serves to the blue of post 2. Returning to the court is Vuelo. Robote forehand by Anderluck. Good catch by Anderluck. Hard throw. Caught by Vuelo. Robote left side. It's a 2-all. Going to take a bounce. Vuelo stops it, but does not hold on to it. 0.7. Possible game point for the pink shirt of post 7, Anderluck. Trying to stop him. Post 3, Jedin. In and out of the cesta, the ball goes. That's point and a perfect game to the pink shirt of post 7, Anderluck. 7 wins it, 4 places, 2 serves to 3. This is a playoff for third place. Powerful backhand by Jedin. Robote left side by Vuelo. Jedin moves up. Karam. Vuelo on the run. Was there. Could not catch it. Point and a third place finish for Jedin in post 3. Unofficial order finish 7-4-3. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results are official for Game 6. Coming in first, post 7, Anderluck. Taking second, post 4, Bueno. Coming in third, post 3, Jedin. $2 Quinella, 4-7. That's 4-7 or 7-4, $64. Trifecta, 7-4-3. That's a first, second, and third place finish. $271 even. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 7. A spectacular 7 doubles match. The third of our 3 doubles games in this afternoon's performance. Our next game is played 2-7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Post time for Game 7, 7 minutes away.
And before we get into the final doubles game of the week, we have those top 10 series for you, showcasing the best plays of different types of shots from the 2019 Magic City Jai-Alai season here. This one, personal favorite of mine. I love these guys flying everywhere, helmets going across the floor. These are the top 10 Robotes from 2019. Take a look. Outside placement from Poole. Asier goes back for the Robote, diving, and that's a 2-ball, and lands just in. That will score.
4 line. Outside placement stopped by Willow. Willow plays it back. Bueno, what a rebote save on the left side. Karam stopped on the forehand of Jin. What a beautiful rebote. Jin on the run, 2 bounces, scores. Back to the inside, Carballo goes. Douglas with the blind save. Just lobbed it up under his arm. Rebote thrown beautifully. Antelope gets out of the way. Rebote's back up. What a fine effort. This is a 2-ball. El Barba on the run. And it scores. Carballo picks the serve. Here's the reverse. That is a diving save by CRB. He somehow gets rid of it in time without holding it. Here's Anderluck. Carballo diving save. What a fantastic rebote thrown by Carballo. Diving save, it's up, it's in, it's scored. That's why you never give up.
Big left side, takes an interesting hop, goes to the outside. There's Douglas. First play back to the inside, high bouncer. Carballo waits for it.
Wow.
Unbelievable rebote save.
Carballo's there. Sidearm Karam, split placement. Kubala up at the 5 line. Willow. That's in play. That is absolutely in play.
And those were a collection of the top 10 rebotes from last season. We got a couple more of those top 10s coming up for you at different points of the season.
And I believe that there's a technical question I saw there. That is an excellent question.
Very good.
That is an excellent question. If the ball touches the line, is it in or out? We have a simple answer for that as well. Out.
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 A little bit different than
touches any part of the line, it's out. Yeah. Any part of the line, it's out.
It's no, I guess it's similar. Yeah, the out of bounds line. I mean, in football, any part of your cleats touch the out of bounds line, you're out. Basketball, any part of the ball touches the line, you're out. I guess that makes sense.
So you'll allow us to keep that rule? Is that basically what you're saying?
At first, I was thinking, I was like, well,
everybody
that's
couldn't see the look on your face. You had this kind of like quasi-dismissive look on your face that was just like, I don't know. Should it be? Shouldn't? It's like, well, it is.
It was confused. I asked that question multiple times last season, and one of the only sports. I mean, volleyball, it's in. Tennis, it hits the line, it's in. So, and then golf too, like the hazard marks and all the lines in, out. I mean, there's so many rules in all different sports. So,
Before you got this job, did they ask you volleyball questions? You seem to know a lot about volleyball.
Middle school volleyball is the extent of my volleyball experience. Yeah, I make it seem like it may be more than that, but yeah, really
middle school
not
is
much.
like a vague. It was still called junior high when
I had junior high.
Did you have junior high too?
Yeah, 6th through 8th is junior
millennial
high.
Gen X combination. There you go.
There we go. We
that
meet
we
in the
have
middle.
in common.
Yep.
That we do. We both went to junior high. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin game number 7, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirts of post 1, we have El Barba and Ben. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Asier and Kubala.
And folks, fantasy stats are updated. Check out fantasyhighlight.com if you are curious where you stand.
El Barba serves. We begin game 7. Backhand by Kubala. Here's Ben. Ball dropped. Point 1. Here are the white shirts of post 3. Cool Fitness and Jedden. Ball in and out of the cesta, point 1. In this next matchup, El Barba serves with 2 points to the green shirts of post 4, Diaz and Anderluck. Anderluck with a powerful throw to the inside. Ben is there. Scoop attempt missed. Robote missed. Point 1. Wong with 3 points, serving to the black shirts of post 5. Here's Lamonte and Douglas. Douglas on the backhand. Right to the 11 line. Ben's there. Scoop by Douglas. Powerful forehand. Robote missed. Point 5. In our next matchup, Lamonte will serve to the yellow shirts of post 6, Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve. He was winding up and it fell out. Point 5. Now receiving. Pink shirts of post 7. Juice and Carballo. Douglas from the forehand. It's a powerful forehand play to pass. Carballo on the rebote. Big bounce brought down by Douglas. Douglas passes again. Lamonte comes up with a clutch catch in the front court. Here's Carballo with a tip ball in the back. Point 5. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirts of post 8, we have CRB and Vuelo. Backhand by Douglas, caught by CRB. CRB with a low runner to the inside. Douglas is there. Vuelo from the 11 line. He goes deep. Robote, too high into the front wall, point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, post 2, the blue shirts, Asier and Kubala. Powerful backhand by Kubala. Vuelo's there. Vuelo with a ball that touched the overhead screen. Out of play, point 2. Asier now serves to the white shirts of post 3. Returning to the court are Cool Fitness and Jedden. Catch by Jedden. Strong backhand. Taken in the air by Kubala. Forehand rebote by Jedden. Good catch by Cool Fitness on the forehand. High to the front wall. That's a nice throw by Cool Fitness. Ball was juggled. Point 2. Here's post 4, Diaz and Anderluck. Excellent catch by Anderluck behind the 12 line. Here's Asier. Diaz steps in to make the catch. Nice backhand. Taken in the air by Kubala. Anderluck, powerful forehand. That scores. Point 4. Four has 2, 1 has 3. This next matchup has Diaz serving to El Barba and Ben. That's an overserve. Point 1. Possible game point, red shirts at post 1. El Barba and Ben. Trying to stop them, post 6. Bueno in Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve. There's a hard backhand. Barba calls for the rebote. Plays it up to the outside. Bueno calls for the rebote. Missed it. Point in game, red shirts of post 1, El Barba and Ben. Unofficial order finish, 1, 2, 5. Your prices will be posted in a moment. Results from Game 7 are official. Coming in first, post 1, El Barba and Ben. Taking second, post 2, Asier Kubala. Coming in third, post 5, Lamonte and Douglas. There are your prices for Game 7. $1 quinella. That's first and second in any order for $1.12. That's 1-2 or 2-1. $83.20. The trifecta 125, $478.60. That's a respectable win return. $2 on the 1 to win, returning $24.60. The high 5, 22871. 4 of 5 numbers, returning $65.60. Carryover is up to $789.60. Up next, Game 8. In this 9-game performance, we have 2 games left. Game 8, Spectacular 7, singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 8 closes out today's Mighty Ocho jackpot. There are no scratches in Game 8, and post time is just 6 minutes away.
Updating the double standings, final game of the week. Surprisingly, the first win for the team of El Barba and Ben there, getting it in the last game of the week. For that team, they now have 3 on the season, but let's go closer to the top of those standings. Still in first place, the team of Douglas and Lamonti. Although they struggled, definitely struggled a little bit in the middle part of the week, cooled off. They picked up 1 today, giving them 18 wins in this first doubles tournament of our entire season. This first one will go through June 27th, so we got just under a month of play left in this first doubles tournament. Douglas and Lamonti in the lead with 18 wins. In second place now, opened up a 3-length lead over second place. The team of Tennessee and Bueno just played excellent team highlight, great communication. We talk about it all the time with that team. Just not enough good things that can be said about the way they play, their demeanor, everything about it. Really showing in the stat sheet too. 11 wins for that team. They are in second place. In third place, just outside of the money, we have a 2-way tie. Carballo and Juice, 8 wins. Solid week for them. And Cubao and Asier picked up 1 win, but they also have 8 wins in that double season. We only pay out to 2 spots in the doubles, so right now looks a little closer for second place than it does for first. But you never know. I mean, you saw what happened in the middle of the week there. Douglas and Lamonti, they don't win a couple of games. Tennessee and Bueno have the ability to pretty much win every game they go out and step out on the court in doubles action with that aggressive front court play. In Tennessee, as you mentioned, just absolute brick wall back there in the backcourt. So interesting to see. Maybe someone can catch that team of Douglas and Lamonti. Looked like it was going to be a runaway. And a lot of numbers today, folks, but the Golden Cesta up for grabs still. That was a big Game 6. We had that video and then the high five. We didn't talk about that. Anderluck taking first and Bueno getting second. Both of those guys were tied with 4 singles wins on the week. Anderluck picked it up in game number 6. He now has 5, 1 ahead of Bueno with 4. Looks like, although Cool Fitness in Tennessee had pretty solid weeks, they did have pretty solid weeks. Can't take anything away from them. They're not going to be the Golden Cesta winners for this week. And those guys had 3 wins. So looks like the only guys still in contention, Anderluck, he's in the lead with 5. Bueno has 4 wins. And Ikeda has 3. Douglas with 3. So 4 guys still in contention for that Golden Cesta coming down to the last game. Unless Anderluck can take it here, then he can seal the deal.
Cut the tension with a knife.
I was going to say, last day of the week.
I know.
We may be in store for some pretty good play. Could go both ways, but we think, last game of this week, and
Ron and Douglas were practicing really hard before both with, actually Douglas is here with bilateral leg issues. I mean, he took that one shot to one knee and then the other hamstring is pulled. Ron just dealing with one knee issue. But the practice was the hardest I've actually seen him play since he's been back.
Yeah.
So now we'll see. But by the same token, that was also almost 2 hours ago.
Right.
Well, so about 2.5 hours ago that he was doing that. So that's a long time to cool down for Ron.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, we just saw him throw one ball, and I thought to myself, I said, God, that looks different than any of these other days. Just really throw it hard. The way he finished through the shot looked different. And then Stu said to JR right there, he said, wow, Ron looks definitely better today. So this is now the end of week 3 for him? Yeah, and end of week
2?
End of week 2? 3?
2, I think. Yeah, this is second.
Yeah, only week 2. Sorry, yeah, only 2 weeks for Ron. So as we said, give him a couple games, give him a couple weeks to get his feet under it, but looking pretty good already at the end of week 2. So see if he can foil someone's plans and taking home that Golden Cesta. Could be interesting and help
someone's plans. I like that with the evil. What is it?
Yeah.
The evil.
Yeah, you
finger,
put your hands
finger
together. Yeah,
yeah.
That's the award with no monetary incentive and right. But no, it's fun, and these guys, I mean, anything, all so competitive. They just like to win anything. It doesn't need to have any sort of incentive on the line. That Golden Cesta, a big thing that Paulie created. We talked about. Now we're getting a doubles award as well. That we're still figuring out the name for that. But
I think there's still someone out there lobbying heavy for Diamond Duo.
we have some lobbyists, so we'll see how they do.
There seems to be someone lobbying heavy for Diamond Duo. But look, the selection committees, it's a tough group. I call it a committee of one. Occasionally a second one chimes in there, but we'll see.
We had a question about the double standings, who had the most wins this week. It was actually a two-way tie between Douglas and Lamonti and Tennessee and Bueno. Both of those teams had 4 wins, and I think overall tiebreaker, it's probably, I mean, if you don't win, place and show are, in my mind, you don't win, is kind of whatever. You don't deserve you don't deserve an advantage for placing more times than you really show. I think it should just be total wins and then in the money is the tiebreaker. Because
I'm blowing the whistle to start this game. That was. We're ready to begin game number 8, even with the worthless place and show, according to you. A spectacular 7 singles match played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have number 22, Bueno, receiving in the blue of post 2, Anderluck. There's the serve. Game 8 begins. Forehand rebote. Caught by Anderluck. The hard throw to the inside by Anderluck's going to score. Point 2. White shirt at post 3 receiving. Here's Carballo. Soft touch scoring for Anderluck. Point 2. Green shirt to post 4 receives. In this next matchup, Anderluck serves to Kubala. Rebote left side by Anderluck for the big bounce. Nice throw. Forehand rebote by Anderluck. Here's Kubala from the 10 line. Swing and a miss at the 4 line, point 4. Here's post 5 in the black shirt, Ben. That's an excellent serve by Kubala. Kubala makes the catch on the backhand. He goes deep. Rebote comes to Ben on the left side. Thrown to the overhead screen. Point 4. In this matchup, Kubala serves to the yellow shirt of post 6, taking the court. Number 13, Douglas. Good catch by Douglas at the 10 line. Back to the inside he goes, right along the side wall from the forehand. Strong forehand rebote thrown by Douglas. Wow, what a catch by Kubala. Forehand rebote by Kubala. Douglas takes it in the air. There's the backhand on the wall. Kubala goes deep. Forehand rebote, outside placement of the forehand rebote scores. Beautiful shot by Douglas, point 6. Now receiving post 7, Ron. Powerful backhand, Robote going way out. Ron read it. Returns it soft. Douglas read that. Douglas goes back to the inside where it scores. Pretty point. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, we have Ikeda. Difficult catch made by Douglas. Hard throw back to the inside. Ikeda on the forehand. Picada stopped in the face of Douglas. Ikeda looks for the rebote. Douglas with a Dejada from the 9 line that scored.
Audacious effort. Wow.
Tricky shot. Dangerous, but it worked. Point 6. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return is Bueno. Strong forehand, Robote. Great catch by Bueno at the 10 line. Douglas from the left side. Hard to the back wall. Here's Bueno. Douglas makes the catch. Fires it. Great catch by Bueno. Ball tipped at the 8 line. Point 1. Play continues. And our next matchup, Bueno is serving to the returning 3 post in the white shirt, Carballo. Robote fell short, point 3. Here's post 2. Anderluck. Robote left side by Anderluck. It's a 2-all. Carballo moves up to stop it. Great catch by Anderluck. Backhand to the 10 line. Carballo's there. Carballo goes deep. Robote coming way out. Forehand Robote. Lands out. Point 3. Carballo with 4 points, serving to the returning 5 post. Here's Ben. Powerful backhand by Ben. Robote by Carballo. To the inside, played nicely. Ben going for 2-all, too high, point 3. Possible game point, white shirt at post 3. Carballo trying to stop him. Post 4, the green shirt, Kubala. Good catch on the forehand of Carballo. Robote to the inside. Ball tipped. That's point end game to the white shirt of post 3, Carballo. 3 wins it, 6 places. This is a playoff for 3rd place. 1, 2, and 4. 1 first serves to 2. Strong backhand throw by Anderluck. Anderluck on the reverse again. Out of play, point 2. Possible show point for post 2, Anderluck trying to stop him. Kubala. Forehand rebote missed, point 4. We'll turn around now. 4 serves 2. This is show point, third place. Excellent serve by Kubala. Nice backhand by Anderluck. Kubala on the catch. Low and hard by Anderluck. Kubala's there. And he winds up, it scores. Point and a third place finish for Anderluck in post 2. Unofficial order finish 3-6-2. Coming in first, post 3, Carballo. Taking second, post 6, Douglas. Coming in third, post 2, Anderluck. Prices are up. $2 quinella. That's first and second in any order. 3-6 or 6-3, $17.60. Trifecta, first, second, and third place finishing. 3-6-2, 152 even. There's your Mighty Ocho for today. 852-28713. 5 of 8 numbers returning $43.20. Carryover jackpot has exceeded the $1,000 threshold. There was at least a $1,000 guarantee in the Mighty Ocho. That Mighty Ocho is now over $1,000. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our 9th and final game. A spectacular 9 superfecta match. Next game is played to 9. That's 9 points. Points double after the first round of play, offering your first and only superfecta wagering opportunity in today's performance. Superfecta is similar to a trifecta, but instead of betting on first through third place, you're betting on first through fourth place.
Yes, Stu cleared up the wagering aspect of the difference between this 9-point game and the others. Well, how about the scoring? This video will explain all the differences of Spectacular 9 scoring, which we will use for Game 9. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And that was our video explaining Spectacular 9 scoring. Not too many differences in this 9-point game as opposed to 7. We're just playing up to 9. Stu mentioned that Superfecta wager available. And we just play out to 1 more spot. You play out to 4 as opposed to 3.
See, one interesting thing coming up here is, sometimes folks have asked for behind the scenes, and we'll give them a little behind the scenes, shall we?
Sure.
Okay, so Ikeda was taking a nap. He was.
Yeah.
He was taking a nap earlier.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, you're saying, okay, here.
Here.
All right, I'm with you.
I'm not going to tell you about his sleeping schedule at home.
I was going to say, I hope he got a good night's sleep last night. But all right, I'm with you now.
Moving on.
Yeah.
So he's taking a nap. And he said that he started having a dream about Douglas waking him up that he had to play the game and wear the 6.
So now Douglas is
and
just
then
in
all of a sudden it
everyone's
was. But that's not the interesting part. The interesting part was after he played that game in the 6, he went in the back and fired up the Cuban coffee machine.
He's ready to go.
So now we'll see if there's a difference between his last appearance on the court and this appearance on the court.
That's Ikeda's secret stuff. Like, have you seen Space Jam? Like, they have.
I haven't.
Michael's,
but the issue is that by taking a stimulant like that, he could be shaking straight through the catches. We just got. I know we discussed Cuban coffee.
Yeah,
once.
we did. We talked about it yesterday, but
Yes.
I think it's more of a person-to-person thing. Ikeda yesterday, he said he took it before and he felt just.
Apparently,
he felt good.
when he
said
doesn't take
felt
it,
pretty
he
good.
falls.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're here in an auditorium.
Right.
There's no locker room. Everybody's sitting out there. I don't know how you sleep out there.
No,
I really don't.
I don't understand it either.
I can't even sleep in a dark room that's cold with a fan and a sound soother.
Yeah.
That's the blessing of Gen X in
And
their
a
50s. You just stop
dehumidifier,
sleeping. Yeah. Sleeping stops. But no, he's able to sleep in an auditorium.
And it's funny, the guys they're dreaming about Douglas and
That
taking over the singles. That's
You know who else can really sleep? Fans of Highlight Islands, you may not make a connection here.
I don't know.
Aritz, the front quarter Aritz from Miami standout star.
Yeah.
That guy can sleep anywhere. I was on a plane with him once. We flew to Mexico City.
Yeah.
Play a tournament. I wasn't playing the tournament, of course, but I was there with Goico, a few other players, and within 5 minutes of getting on the plane, out.
Gone.
Done.
Yeah. It's weird, with going back to the caffeine. I mean, caffeine affects people differently, but, for Ikeda, he said that it was good for him. He felt good. He felt energized. He's just different guy. Jolt of energy coming from him yesterday when he talked about it. So that might be his secret stuff for him. We'll see how it pays off in this 9th and final game. And updating the Golden Cesta Award. This is the last game of the week. No movement for the people in contention there. Carballo winning game number 8. So second win of the week for Carballo. Nice for him. But the Golden Cesta only a 2-pony race now. Anderluck 5 wins. Bueno with 4 on the week. And if we go to clear up the worthlessness of place and show, I was saying for this in the grand scheme of the Golden Cesta is just about weekly wins. So in that case,
it's
place and show.
So you're not
if you have
prejudice against place and show.
Right, I'm just saying, for example, if you have 4 wins, 2 places, and one guy's got 8 shows and the next guy's got 2, if a guy has 4 wins, 3 places, and 2 shows as opposed to 4 wins, 2 places, and 8 shows, who has the better week? Do you give it to the guy with, I would say the guy that has 8 shows. I mean, he was in the money more, so I think maybe the in the money tiebreaker just proves the overall week. It's a better overall week of play.
That's interesting.
But with the singles, I was saying it's worthless in the scheme of in this the Golden Cesta. Obviously, very important and different money incentives for those places
I understand why Moses
too.
was so upset with the Golden Cesta.
Yeah,
I get that.
makes
that.
sense now. Yeah,
his people didn't want the second and third either. Moving on, game number 9, a spectacular 9 superfecta match. This game is played at 9. That's 9 points with all points doubling after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have Carballo. Receiving in the blue of post 2, number 22, Bueno. Carballo serves. We begin game 9. It's a powerful backhand by Carballo. Bueno on the run. Makes the rebote save. He turns it into 2-all, but Carballo's on it with a cortada that scores perfectly. Point 1. Now receiving the white shirt of post 3. Here's Anderluck. Great catch by Anderluck off a good serve by Carballo. Scoop, missed, point 1. Carballo serving with 2 points in this next matchup against the green shirt of post 4, Ikeda. There's a backhand by Ikeda. Carballo looks for the rebote. 2-all. Stopped by Ikeda. Ikeda faked the carom, put it back inside. Carballo on the run. Great legs for Carballo getting back to that rebote. That was not easy. It missed, but good effort. Point 4. That'll bring up the black shirt of post 5. Here's number 13, Douglas. That is an excellent serve by Ikeda. Great catch by Douglas. Rebote by Douglas. Catch by Ikeda. Douglas sets. Backhand. Taken in the air by Ikeda. Rebote by Douglas. Little twisty thing. Douglas for the rebote. Hard. Scooped by Ikeda. Cortada by Ikeda. Catch by Douglas. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Forehand rebote to the outside. Ikeda on the run. He got there, but it went to the overhead screen. That is a well-played point by Ikeda and Douglas. Point 5. Here's post 6, Ron. Powerful backhand throw by Ron. Rebote by Douglas, beautifully played to the inside. Scoop high on the forehand of Douglas. He pounds the right side. Rebote to the inside. Douglas for the rebote. He goes to the floor. Scoop by Ron. He throws it to Douglas's feet. Douglas gets back in there to make the rebote, and Ron's there. Winding up. Outside placement, outside the court. Point 5, beautifully played by Douglas and Ron. Receiving the pink of post 7, Jedin. Beautiful backhand throw by Jedin. Strong forehand rebote played to pass. Rebote for Jedin. It scores. Point 5. This next matchup has Douglas serving to the purple shirt of post 8, Kubala. Rebote left side to the inside by Douglas. Scores. Point 5. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round is Bueno. Powerful throw by Douglas. Rebote 2-all.
Oh.
Played nicely. Ooh, he got there. That's a good way to get hurt. Wow. Point 2. Here's post 3, the white shirt, Anderluck. Rebote forehand by Bueno. Low and hard. Caught by Anderluck. Bueno. Bueno goes deep. What a catch by Bueno. Off the wall he goes. Outside placement by Anderluck. Bueno stops it. Carambola. Caught by Anderluck. Bueno now from the 10 line. Goes deep. Caught by Anderluck. Nice backhand. Caught by Bueno. Anderluck for the rebote. Can't get it past Bueno. Juggling ruled on the catch of Bueno. Point 3. Here's post 1, Carballo. What a scoop by Anderluck. There's the backhand. Carballo from the forehand. Back to the inside. Ball tipped by Anderluck on the left side, point 1. Carballo has 4 points. He serves to the 4 post. Here's Ikeda. What a catch by Ikeda off a blast of a serve by Carballo. Carballo, that one hit the overhead screen. Out of play, point 4. 4 has 3 points. Receiving post 6, Ron. Powerful backhand by Ron. Rebote left side by Ron. Clipped the side wall. Ikeda got it in the air. That Karam's going to score. Well thrown. Sidearm Karam. Midcourt. Point 4. Ikeda has 5 points. He now serves to post 7, Jedin. Nice backhand throw by Jedin. Catch by Ikeda. Hard throw back to the inside. Jedin for the rebote. That clip too high. Out of play. Point 4. Straight points in the second round for a possible game point here for Ikeda. On the court trying to stop him is Kubala. Powerful backhand cleared the overhead screen. Pico rebote from the forehand of Ikeda. Here's Kubala. Hard throw. Chula scores. The oh-so-rare Chula. Magic City Jai-Alai. Rebote left side by Douglas. Catch by Kubala. Douglas makes the catch. Rifles it. What a scoop by Kubala. Scoop again by Kubala. Douglas goes to the floor, makes the save, gets out of the way. Kubala with the 2-all. Oh, no. It was the right throw. No question about it. Point 5. Douglas with 6 points, serving to post 2. Here's Bueno. Strong forehand rebote thrown by Douglas. Rebote comes up the middle. Douglas showing great control. Puts it inside. Bueno with a hop on the wall makes the catch. Rebote played nicely. Caught in the air by Bueno. Douglas, difficult catch at the 9 line. Rebote forehand missed at the sidewall, point 2. 2 serves, post 3. Anderluck.
And a particularly big point here for the Golden Cesta. If Bueno can win this one, playing against Anderluck, who's ahead by just 1.
Good catch by Anderluck. Ball tipped midcourt. Point 3. Anderluck with 4 points, serves post 1. Carballo. Very hard serve by Anderluck. That's a good catch by Carballo. He gets out of the way. Anderluck hard to the inside. Low and hard to the inside. Carballo from the forehand. Good catch by Anderluck. Rebote forehand. Touched the sidewall. Anderluck faked the 2-all. Carballo didn't go for it, but he got inside enough. He got it inside enough to score. Point 3. Anderluck with 6 points. Remember, 9 points needed to win a superfecta game. Here's Ron. What a serve by Anderluck. That's a great catch by Ron. Rebote played beautifully to the inside and scoring for Ron. Point 6. And Ara comments, a good game. It is a good game. Here's post 7. Jed. Ball tipped. Point 6. Ron has 4 points. Taking the court with possible game point is Ikeda. Excellent serve by Ron. Beautiful throw by Ikeda. Rebote by Ron keeps the point alive. Here's Ikeda from the 11 line. Outside placement, not outside enough. Ron has it. Hard forehand throw, scores, point 6. Ron with 6 points now, serving to the returning 8-post Kubala. Excellent catch. Kubala sent that one to the overhead screen. Out of play. Point 6. Possible game point for Ron in the yellow shirt at post 6. Taking the court with 6 points is Douglas. What a catch by Douglas off a great serve by Ron. Ron with a hard reverse. Douglas goes to the floor. Ron, quick bounce on the forehand. Catch by Douglas. Hard and low by Douglas to the inside. Ron for the rebote, just above the pad. Douglas makes the catch. Sidearm Karam opens up to score. What a shot. 0.5. Possible game point for Douglas. Trying to stop him? Bueno. Rebote thrown hard by Douglas and scoring. That is point and game for the black shirt of post 5. Douglas. Hard-fought game. Real hard-fought. No playoff here. 6 places, 4 shows, 3 takes the quad. Unofficial order finish is 5-6, 4-3. Without a doubt, one of the best games that's been played at Magic City Jai-Alai ever.
Love to see that close it out, too.
That was excellent.
Unbelievable play.
Ron definitely showing much improvement as far as the knee pain is concerned. He's obviously playing through the pain. It's not just a question of throwing it hard. Anyone can throw hard. All these guys are strong. It's a question of throwing hard with accuracy to score.
Right. And he looked much better in that game and much better today in that play. I mean, scoops, Karams, throws. I mean, every which way. That was just fast, fun action to close it out.
Everyone, Ron and Ikeda came back about a month apart, month and a half apart from each other. And both of them came back and just said, this is different. I mean, they both said the same thing. They both with wide eyes. And Ron also believing that he's overweight. He hasn't, worked out in 3 months. He hasn't played in 3 months with knee pain, and then seeing that it's going to be a hell of a lot more. That's a heck of a lot more different, a heck of a lot more difficult to win. That's
no question.
That's significant. I mean, that's really significant, and it's absolutely true. The same is true for Douglas, though. There are these 1,000-mile-an-hour balls that he threw last year.
Right.
That scored.
Yeah.
And don't score now. No, you could throw it. There is no trick to throwing hard. That's anywhere in Jai-Alai. That's at traditional facilities. That's here. There is no trick to throwing hard. As the guys get better and as your competition gets better, throwing hard is way less effective because they catch the ball in the air. And here at Magic City, everything comes out. We have few, if any. I think we saw one chula this weekend. So we have one chula. We have no chick-chack thrown from the right side. There's no chick-chack here. So the ball's coming out. If you throw it hard and it's coming, if you think it's coming too hard, there's not such a thing as a ball that's coming too hard. But if you're not comfortable catching it, let it pass the rebote.
And something I liked with that game too is you never really see Douglas get possible game point against him, and to see how he responds in almost all of those situations, it's really fascinating to see him play a little bit more defense as opposed to when he's kind of he has control of the game. He's got 5 points. The guy's got 1, but that one, I mean. You see that, he gets in those situations and he can dig himself out, especially for someone his age. I mean, it's truly extraordinary. Just ceases to amaze us every day with his play.
So the prices are up for Game 9. That is a Superfecta game. So the $2 Quinella, that's first and second in any order. That's 5-6 or 6-5, returning $29.60. The Trifecta, 5-6-4, $383.20. Superfecta, the 10-cent Super, 5643, $84.01. Make sure you collect the 1 cent.
Yeah. Big 1 cent.
That's one thing. We've talked about the we've talked about the wonders of the mutual clerks and what they've done over the years. But mutual clerks with those pennies or dimes, rather, a little dangerous on the flick. Could be.
And folks, getting those fantasy stats updated for you right now, loading them up into the computer. So give us a moment here as the prices are on the screen. And we'll update you those to close it out.
So some spectacular play this weekend. Definitely, Thursday is when our playing week begins. And we'll be back next Thursday. But sometimes begins a little, 3 days off. Players start off a little slow. There's no question that the last couple Thursdays it's been that way. However, there's no question that play has absolutely picked up. First games yesterday and today were great. Multiple volleys, not 1, 2, 3 drop. So that was excellent.
Yeah, the rhythm is really key. And then the guys get into a rhythm, then the speed picks up, and then that's really, you see it more in those later games.
And I think the assessment on Akeda and cafe drinking before a game is, I think it may work.
It works. You see how high he got up there on that jump? I mean, he was going after that ball.
No question about it.
And we got some awards. Sunday closes out the week awards for you. Golden Cesta winner for week number 5. It is Anderluck. No one was able to pick up. Bueno wasn't able to pick up win number 5 there to close it out. So Anderluck, week 5, Golden Cesta winner. Give you his full stat line: 5 wins, 1 place, 4 shows, and 2 quad points. Quad point, very, very significant. Still pay out to quad points, so picks up a nice little bonus there. But 5 wins for Anderluck gives him the Golden Cesta, the roster leader in singles wins this week. And now we're going to the doubles award. We mentioned it at the end of game number 7. Leader in doubles this week, the team of Douglas and Lamonti, and Tennessee and Bueno both tied with 4 wins. So we're going to have to see about the in-the-money playoffs there, but there was a tie, both Douglas and Lamonti. Tennessee and Bueno, really strong weeks in doubles play with 4 wins, but if we have to give it to tiebreaker, to an in-the-money tiebreaker there, it would go to the team of Douglas and Lamonti. They were in the money 10 times as opposed to Tennessee and Bueno only 7. So nice week for both of those teams. Anderluck, Golden Cesta, doubles team of the week. Douglas and Lamonti, A. B. We got Tennessee and Bueno. Both of those very much deserve it.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Sunday matinee performance of Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon. Invite you to join us again Thursday when we'll play 9 more action-packed games at 12 noon with an afternoon performance that begins at 4 p.m. We do the same thing on Friday, then 12 p.m. next Saturday, 4 p.m. next Saturday, 12 p.m. next Sunday. We sure hope that you enjoyed today's Jai-Alai action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Jai-Alai channel. And let us know your thoughts and any questions you might have in the comments section, the live chat, during our games. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today and hope you'll join us again at 12 p.m. Thursday. Goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai.
Have a great week, everyone.